Join. John Holiday got me. Very nice. Yes, you are first. Good job. All right. Should be good. Let's see. Should we go live? Yes, it is. Okay. What's going on here? All right. Get that up. I guess yeah. No, I did. What's up, Roger, Zion, Toby, Daryl, Swim King, Craig, Joseph, how y'all doing? Tony, good morning. Hi guys, so sorry I wasn't able to go live yesterday. I was in the back pouring weights, breaking weights, cleaning weights, cutting wire, bending wire. Yeah, doing a bit of everything yesterday in the back, and normally I can't go live back there because we got so much big fans and air circulation going through. Yeah, all y'all would hear is just loud wind is all y'all would hear, and you know, I was working on tools and stuff like that. So because of that, I didn't go live, and then by the time I got done with that, it was super late, and I had a bunch of things to do to get home and stuff like that. So didn't get to go do our unboxing yesterday, and also too, I've got 5 reels. I think I got 5 reels to spool right now. So I'm gonna do those real quick, and then I've got to go bend about several hundred frames. I think it was 800 surf weight frames that I cut yesterday, both the top and bottom bend. So I got to go back, sand down one of the batches, and then do my crosshairs and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a long day, but gotta get it done. So we've got a box that came in Avet. I don't know what's been going on with shipping, but I mean there's a smash there. Yeah, it's been getting crazy. Like the other day, the box was like ripped in. You can see that the Avet box was dropped, and it looks like it was done again. Look, almost exactly like the one we received the other day. Now, it could be that it happened at Avet. I mean, I'm gonna send them a picture today and let them know, hey, what's going on, because those are almost 2 identical marks on 2 different boxes, and this one was packed a different way compared to the other one. So, yeah, and even one here on this one. I don't know. That's a question that I need answered. Definitely. So we'll see what we got in here. Ooh, got a pretty red one. Oh, that gave me chills. I'm telling you. It's been too long. Oh man. Been way too long, guys. I need to get out there. Get some fishing done for sure. Parts are included. You're good to go there. I love that they put a lot of peanuts, but I don't like it at the same time. Heavy reel. It's got to be a T-Rex of some sort. Yes, it is. Look at that. Look at that T-Rex 80. It's just like a chug of lug, man. Gotta love it. Just looking for anything that I might see that's out of the ordinary. That way when my customers come, they're good to go. Or you gotta ship out one of the two. Those two are the ones that came in. Let's see. How y'all doing? So it is Monday. It's so dirty. I know I cleaned the lens. Blurry? I don't know. But I noticed the comments are not reflecting what are actually on there. There they go. I don't know why it does that. It's like I get on the video so that way I can see the comments without having to have the camera flip backwards so I can see the comments off of there. And let's see, go back, see if I missed something that I may have to say what's up. Okay. Camilo, Mr. FTW, Daniel. What up, guys? How y'all doing? How's work? Alright, so Zion, all I see is for kayak and baits. How do you feel about the Avet HXW? For the HXWs that I have the HXW Raptor MCs. They only made 24 of those, and I've got 3 in the collection. I love mine because they got the MC on it. I've gotten away from, I grew up thumbing reels. Casting out, thumbing the reel, just having that finesse of lightly touching it and stuff like that. Now, granted, sometimes it's a major pain in the butt. Like if you weren't feeling it that day, or there's just so many variables when you thumb a reel. It's just one of them things, but it's definitely an art form. It really is. Being able to thumb that reel and just get the perfect distance, the perfect amount of drag on it from your thumb without holding you back. You know what I mean? It's one of them things, but if you spool it up properly, you can cast it, with some heavy weights. That's another thing. It's not a lightweight casting rod, or reel, should I say, unless you are doing some of those power casts, and then you need some surgical tubing on that, and you would still need the MC because they just, once they get going, they really get going. So, yeah, most definitely. It's a sweet reel. I've kayaked it out, I cast it out, and it works both ways. So I do love it. Let's see. Steve Owens in the house. What's up? yeah. I'm still upset about that. I went out there gar fishing one night, and it was a night I was running back and forth between all the rods. They were all getting picked up, and somehow I lost my knife there on that beach or wherever I was at, and I know it's gone because the following or a couple of weekends after that, I would, every time I went back, I went looking for it, but I know it's gone because we got back that one morning from the tournament, and there was an older gentleman out there with a metal detector, and he was working that whole bank, and I was like, yeah, there's no way it would have. If he goes out there and works it regularly, that knife is gone. So I was like, dang it. So I'm gonna have to get me another one that I really like. I really like that one just because it was small, it was compact, it was strong, it would stay sharp, and it was awesome, man. So I'm gonna have to get me another one to replace it. That was pretty cool. So yeah, Mr. FTW, have you landed anything on that custom rod? Because I know you waited a minute for that one. That one was something that, we went back to the drawing board multiple times. We started with one thing, we switched and finally got the last one, and I got it out the door before you could change your mind. So, yeah, that was pretty sweet. I tell you what, an Avet clicker, it has woken me up multiple times when nothing else worked. So, yes, I firmly believe that would be a great one right there. Let's see, Miguel, how you doing? The one I got up on top, that one is a 2-speed, and I don't have, or are you talking about the ones that I have? Because the ones I have, they only came in blue and black, and obviously that was gold. So, kind of looks orange for maybe that position of being in the little bit of a darkness right there and stuff like that. So, I do, and actually I was drinking it without creamer, and I was like, damn, that's pretty good. I was really impressed with that, because I don't drink black coffee. I just, the flavor is there, but I think it's too overbearing or something. I don't know what it is. I just don't like straight black coffee. A little bit of milk and I'm golden. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just me. I'm weird. So, but that one, I was drinking it. I'm about halfway down the cup and stuff like that. But let's see. Yep, Jacob, how you doing, boss? How's mom doing? Daniel, if you're watching, what's up, Papa? See what's up. With the guys going on the trip. Yeah, we need to set that up, and it'll probably be, what's today's date? Because that's the other thing, guys. I've turned off my texting, because what ends up happening is I got a lot of veteran friends, I got a lot of regular friends, got the YouTube channel, got Instagram, got TikTok, and leaving the messenger on, or notifications for messages, it goes on all night long, like all night. Because you got to remember, we got subscribers all over the world. So when they're getting up, they're coming in, they're commenting on it, so I get notifications. And because of that, my phone never stops ringing. It just, every few minutes, there's a new comment, new something, new like, new, anything, And so for me, I had to find a way to disconnect it, and I was trying to do it to where I can leave, like, certain people, family members with their notifications on, and I have now figured out a way. Computer tech, not crazy savvy, but I'm okay on the low end, not on the high end, but it's good enough. So there you go. And why is it asking me that? This thing is, like I said, it updates, and then it does a commercial or whatever and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not just Roger. There's Toby, there's Lewis MTZ, Steve Owens. I mean, there's a ton of guys that I'm going through, and like I said, I'm still answering those comments. And just to give you an idea, I've been using one phone specifically for it, and I'm still 2 months behind right there. And right here is all Roger. But then, well, actually, where it goes blue, that's where I've been answering. So I don't want to go further back, but if I go up, it'll show that a lot of that is Roger. Let's see. But there's other guys in there, like I said, still doing it. But it's it's been crazy, really crazy. So I'm answering probably 200 to 300, if not more, per day. If I can get a solid hour, 30 minutes, or while I'm using the restroom, just when I can break away and sit down and just focus on that, I'm answering the comments, which is good, because I'm also finding comments that are questions about our tackle, about our gear, about our channel, or how they can help and stuff like that. And I've missed them all just because, like I said, even when I was keeping up with it, for some reason, it wasn't showing me those comments. And that really annoys me, because now, I guess it had time to upload everything because it sat there for so long that I guess YouTube finally caught up with the amount of comments we had. And so now I'm seeing all those comments, and I'm apologizing to those guys. Sorry guys, if y'all are new to the channel, we had a big 20,000 subscriber mark giveaway that consisted of comments. And so the channel got flooded by dozens of subscribers you know, getting in there to get those wins and stuff like that. And we already went through it, but now I'm catching up. And the deal about it is that's one of the apps that I use to answer all the comments on the channel, because I have it set up to where it specifically takes me to unanswered comments. Well, the thing about it is, once I've got all of those through there, I still have to answer them. Otherwise, what's up, Mr. Gibb? How you doing, boss?
Pretty good.
Been a minute. So with that, if I don't zero them out, I'll always keep being drowned out, or the ones that have already commented that are older, I won't ever see them. So I have to zero them out. I have to answer all those questions. But the new ones that are coming in, those go straight to the top, because as soon as I renew it, after I've answered all those comments, what I do is I go down, I answer it, and it puts the answer on the bottom. So what it does is I have to work my way backwards like this. So I go to the next one, answer down, and then pushes this comment down and forward all the way till I get to the top again. And then I refresh the screen, and then all those comments I answered are off the screen now, and they are dealt with. So that's the way I have to do it. Like, I have to literally, you know, swipe down, you know, 20, 30, 40 times and answer all those comments, working my way back up to the top. And when I get to the top and refresh, then it deals with it. So yeah, no, there was a lot of them. Jeffrey, Chris Curl, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? And like I said, I'm gonna get to them, but I just wanted to explain that for the new guys that are on the channel that had made comments in the last 2 months, 3 months. I was ignoring you guys. You can ask everybody here. I answer all the comments, every single one of them that come through, other than the spammers or the guys that are being negative. We're not a negative channel, guys. We post real life. We are upfront. You know, there's a lot of, you know, life gets us up, life gets us down. It's a roller coaster. But when we do get down, we are there for one another. We're not the type of people to step over you. We're the type of people to reach down, you know, grab you, pick you up, so we all keep moving together. So with that being said, I've got customer in-house, Mr. Gibb, another veteran that's been coming here for years and stuff like that. But I've got, like I said, I got 4 or 5 reels to spool up. I'm gonna go and get that set up, but I'm gonna go ahead and deal with this customer real quick to see if he needs any help before I get up on there. You got everything, boss, or are you still looking?
Really, I got a question.
Okay.
I screwed up somehow or other. I was redoing the rod, and I put 2 coats on
Of epoxy or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and it came out okay. Good. It came out a little rough, and I was sanding it a little bit. So I went over with another coat of epoxy. Well, the bottom part of the rod's fine, but the tip and the 3 eyes down are sticky. Is there anything I do to correct that?
Well, if it did not cure properly, from what I understand with these guys, is you have to, they normally strip that down and redo it again and stuff like that.
Which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it came out that way, and I tried to hair dryer on it, and I took it outside and put it in the sun.
Yeah,
And,
no, if you've already done all those 3 things to help cure it, as far as I know, they literally have to strip it down and redo it again. And don't feel bad, because I've some very, very experienced guys have also ran into that problem too. But also too, they've gotten batches where they never cured. Like they were mixed properly the way they were supposed to, and they never cured. And this is after they've done the whole rod, wraps and everything. And so they end up having to, you know, well, I know one of them did like 2 or 3 rods back to back. He likes to do is build them all, because he can roll several rods at a time, and his whole batch was trash. So he had to strip them all, send the products back to the company, get replacement, and then while he was getting the replacement, he rewrapped everything, recoated them, everything, and everything was good. So I feel your pain on that, because we make leaders and stuff like that, and you know, we don't test every single swivel, every single snap swivel, and you know, to hear that, hey, one of the leaders fell apart, and I hear that, and I'm thinking, okay, crimp, mono, or was it like the terminal tackle? terminal tackle is stuff that we buy in bulk. Like I buy 10,000 sleeves, 10,000
Right.
swivels, you know, at a time. And to sit there and have one person testing everything, I wish I had that type of money. I really do. Just because we've ran into it multiple times with companies across the board. I mean, even for us, you know, we'll miss a sleeve, or, you know, it won't be completely crimped because we have worn out the crimpers. And, you know, hundredths of an inch kind of sucks.
Right. You're looking good, man.
No, I put on some weight again.
You look good.
So,
Yeah, well, see,
it's the haircut. I got a haircut.
Yep. Last time you seen me, I wouldn't have recognized you. Yeah. Something you did okay?
Hanging in there, guys.
Yeah.
They've been really putting us to work and stuff like that.
You don't have any of your swivels done?
Yeah, no, we got them. I just have not had a chance to bag swivels or snap swivels or sleeves. Which size are you looking for?
I don't know, but big. I don't know what size it is.
What are you trying to crimp? Or, okay, well, here's the other thing about the swivels. We have been moving into the stainless steel snap swivels and stainless steel swivels. So ain't the old school Roscoe, they're brass. Like this one here, it's 200-pound swivels. That was
No, I
normally.
need the snaps.
Oh, you need snap swivels?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got 150 pounders, but they are like this size. And we've been using them. Oh, here you go. Here's the back one. Those are rated for 150 pounds.
Yeah. This is good.
Go with that pack or that size?
What's your?
Well, these are cheaper swivels. Those are probably only rated for 110, 100 pounds.
Yeah, I don't make that.
Those are for 150. Those are stainless.
And this is not?
That's not.
Yeah. Got this.
All right. They come 5 per pack. How many would you like?
20.
20. Give me a second. I'll be right back. All right. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, a lot of the gear that's been coming out too for terminal tackle is all gone stainless, you know. So the normal 175-pound snap swivels that I used to get, actually I'll show you those here in just a second. Used to be that big, and that's what everybody was used to seeing. But now the 175s are that big. Talk about a major difference right there in tackle and stuff like that. And that is what I'm having to explain to a lot of people. But also too, by going with the new and improved gear too, what you got to take in is that at the end of the day, when you go and you cast out and you're casting out all this tackle, the heavier you go, the less likely you're going to get far. So by going with smaller, more compact, stronger gear gives you more aerodynamics, so when you're casting out, you can actually get more distance. So in the long run for us, it has been improving our customers' casts, including our own, but at the same time too, I know even for me, you know, after a long day of trying to open up little snaps that are a lot stronger, it does get annoying, guys. I'm gonna apologize for that ahead of time, because that's one of the things, because the old way, I mean, shoot, they have all of this room, I could sit there, open it up real quick with those. Now the newer ones, you have to, they're strong, but, you know, they're kind of a pain in the butt, so.
Yeah. I've had some where I had to use pliers to,
Yeah.
open, close. I've got one of these that's solid on the bottom.
Oh, nice. Yeah, one of my customers, or both customer and subscriber gave me one of those.
Why did you put the, cork on the?
That's for the pompano race, so that way the baits float off the bottom. And as the pompano running through, they think it's trying to get away and they go after it. Yeah, we actually use both hard and soft fluid coming out of bags. Now we finally hired 5 workers. We should have been 6, but one guy hasn't come back. He worked a full day and I don't know. But he was also working another company and he said he was gonna put in his 2-week notice over there and come back over here. But he said depending on how much they give him a pay raise, he might stay. So he hasn't been back after the first day, but yeah, we got 5 now. So what I've been slowly doing is pulling all the leader stuff that I've been sitting up here doing, you know, to the back, teaching them 1 leader at a time, 1 step at a time, because there's just so many steps that add up. But when they do, you know, 1,000 of 1 step and then go to the next step, then they'll be able to easily remember it and stuff like that. So now they're getting to the point where they're finally putting together the top piece and the bottom piece, and they know what to check for, and they know what I'm gonna check for and stuff. So give me a second, let me grab some bags. But yeah, and doing that, I took all the boxes and bags and stuff. So basically, slowly, I'm getting my counter back.
Yeah.
Yes, really good stuff. I normally, when I would go fishing with shrimp, I would buy about 2 or 3 pounds, you know, for a 5 or 6 hour trip. Now I buy about a pound, half a pound, and I do the same amount of trip, and it's awesome. I've caught 3 big old black drum on the same piece of shrimp.
They used to, I haven't seen them in a long time, they used to have those baggies, little bags that went over your shrimp. Like a little, like a stocking. They went over your bait.
Yeah.
Then you tied it on. And that used to work pretty good.
I've seen something similar to that in the freshwater where they're throwing, you know, they're
Like for their lake?
Yeah, for like catfish and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's where I got it. I got it in up north somewhere, and I used it down here, but then I couldn't find it anymore. So I can sell some down there.
Yeah, no, most shops won't sell stuff like that. Now, if you just go, say, to Walmart and 5 Points instead, you might find it there because they do a lot more freshwater up there than Walmart over here. So,
but it worked real good. And I used to, I was down in Galveston, and the crabs were so bad, and it even kept the bait off the crabs. I mean, they have while they tore it up.
yeah, it ain't permanent, but it's still better than.
But normally you throw it out there. I was using chipjack, and there was just crabs that turned up. So I got a little sock over, and before it was standing on maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it would stand up for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Sock on.
Tried doing it with pantyhose?
Pardon?
Pantyhose?
It was like pantyhose. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, because pantyhose, you
Yeah.
buy,
Yeah.
well, they've gone up in price too. I remember we used to buy, it was 3 pairs for $1. Now it's
Yeah.
like 3 pairs for like $5 or something like that.
Yeah, I thought about doing that too.
Oh, it's awesome because 1 set of pantyhose, you can get like 10 or 12 baits off
Yeah.
of it. And what I do is, you know, I do that and I can push it down so that way there's pressure on it.
Right.
Tie my knot and then I tie my secondary knot so that way when right in between the two knots is where I cut it. But that also means I can stuff my next bait in there and be ready for my next bait and continue on from there.
Yeah.
Because if you tie the knot on one side and then you cut it without tying the other side, then trying to figure up all that, you're gonna waste more panels. Thank you, boss. You have a good day.
You can take it, you can take it in a bag, it's like, use cut bait in there, and tie it, and then just put your hook through it.
Yes, yeah, no, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Once I got my bait in there, then I put my hook right through it. And I like that too, because if I backlash or if I'm really casting trying to get distance, it gives it a lot more. And I mean, you can throw trash bait in there, or bait that's already been cooked, or you know, that's real soft and moist.
Some dog food.
Yeah.
Or cat food. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna get to you too.
So these in a minute.
You haven't done much fishing.
You and me both.
Yeah, my son was working down in San Antonio.
What?
Yeah, he went down there for a job and did his interview that one day, went out that night and out Preston. And somebody had found him north of where he should have been, going back towards San Antonio. He was, the back of the Tahoe burned up.
Sorry to hear that. How long was this?
July 4th. Yeah. But I mean, it was crazy that, you know, I've got insurance, but the insurance won't pay if the drug's pumped. Well, there was several circumstances, but he was in the back of the Tahoe, in the back end, the passenger side door and both the passenger side door were open, and the truck burned down to the middle. Yeah, and they said there had to be some kind of incinerator. But if the autopsy shows any drugs at all in the system, there won't be a homicide if it's drug related. And drug related insurance won't pay. Yeah, and of course, it might be 6 months before you get the death certificate, the original, the one that, I mean, I've got a death certificate, but it's not the final.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Anyways, it just, you know, he's been wanting to go to San Antonio, and, he finally gets down there. And there's video, they got videos of it, and he posted a picture at 1 o'clock in the morning with two guys sitting together doing this number, and but he apparently he didn't leave those guys. He left by himself, but he was talking to people in another SUV, and he left, and they went the same direction he did. But when he left, he went coming south.
Yeah.
So they found him north, out on dirt road, out, you know. But they killed him. There was no the autopsy. There's no sign of gunshot or stabbing, but the body's burned so bad. You know, like a lot of times you can't tell. You can be shot as long as it doesn't have a bone. You know, and you burnt their crisp.
Yeah.
How you tell? You know. So, anyways, but the cops. Should I get him a phone call to make sure I found out where he was? This is really crazy. I posted on my friend on Facebook. A friend in Houston posted it. A friend of his called him and sent me a message. Hey, I know that bar. And he said that's Calvary Junction outside of San Antonio. Outside Pleasant. And so anyways, a girl from Pleasant got on And she actually knew Justin. She went into my birthday, but she knew we've been on his friends list. So she went with a girlfriend to that bar and took pictures, and it was the same bar.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then they, now I found out who the guys were in the picture. I found out who the owner of the bar was, what time he left, found his name, all this kind of information. Before the cops even had anything. Yeah.
Damn, that's fun.
And then I call him and go, listen, the detective came from there. And I said, look, I want to know if y'all got video from that club. Well, we don't have video. I said, well, it's going to expire today. It will expire today. And somebody needs to get it. That was on Saturday. And, well, then they transferred me to somebody else. And the guy said, well, we don't know anything about it. I said, well, they got a video of the deal. Y'all need to get it. You know, and so anyway, they called me back a couple hours later and said, hey, we got the video. You know, yeah, oh my God, you know.
Yeah, that freaking, oh, damn it.
On the question,
54, 72.
yeah, I miss him bad, boy. I mean, of course he lived with me, you know, and he gets mail, I get, you know, and stuff like that. And I don't know if they can get over it. Such little things in the house. I still can't go in the room. I go in there and try to move stuff around and start cleaning up, but I can't say it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I remember some post of him talking about he was looking to get another job, or it was supposed to be like a good opportunity and stuff like that for him. So, pen right there, sign that for me. You want to receive us?
Yeah, please.
There you go. And I need to.
Dang it. Don't make it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get you a bag for that. Well, let's get that one straight because it is mono. To have all that line memory, you know. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that was.
Anybody catch anything out of Cotterwell?
Yes, they've been tearing it up over there.
Kings?
A few kings, a lot of redfish, jacks came through, sharks, a lot of shark, speckled trout, black brown, sheephead. I've also heard bluefish and Spanish mackerel too. So big skipjacks. Yeah. They said a school of about 1,000 redfish came by the pier. Took hours for it to move through, but the whole time everybody was just hooking up left and right, and then they finally went to the jetties and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh,
How's it
no,
going, man?
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, been a couple minutes anyway.
But yeah, no, they've been doing real good out there. They really have. So, like I said, for me, it was just me and Jeff for almost 6 weeks, and I was pulling anywhere from 60 to 70 hours, you know, in here to make sure it didn't go under while we were trying to get some people in. But now we got them in, and they've been turning and burning, putting in a lot of liters and stuff like that, which is fun. Well, and then my walls caught up and stuff like that, so I'm on the back with the guys, got the legs and all that stuff. So. No, we were bare. We were bare about 2 or 3 weeks ago. You go back.
Start getting stuff in too, because, you know, couldn't get that before.
Yeah. No, like literally stuff trickled in and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the biggest thing now. It's getting inventory to be able to replace everything and stuff like that. So. Yeah, those are rated for 575 pounds.
I've got something like that. I don't need any more, I don't think. I'm not, I have my run outs, and I can't do it anymore. I'm too dizzy and coordination's off.
Mm-hmm.
And my son's gone, so, and I have a raft with the motor on.
Yeah.
I sold it. And that kayak I've got, I'm probably trying to sell it.
Did you ever get rid of that Tahoe that you were trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you were both of y'all were trying to sell that one. So,
Yeah, I kind of miss that stuff though.
So what do you got now?
Excursion. And when I bought it, they said it was four-wheel drive. And it's not.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, and it's really too heavy for beach. You know. Yeah. Because the, I mean, you got heavy, you definitely got a four-wheel drive.
Yeah, now you just spin tires.
Yeah, but I got some good tires on it, but still, yeah, I'm a little, with all the drag stuff, it's not so bad. We packed the sand down.
Yeah.
You know, but getting out there like 2 weeks ago, pretty scary.
Yeah, yeah, gets all fluffed out and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Albert, listen, you take care.
Yeah.
Do good.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm sorry, boss. Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that.
If I'll see you in about 6 months.
I hope not. I hope it's sooner than that.
I try to come by here. I come by a couple times. What time you want to go open?
About 8 o'clock since the kids are back at school. So.
I came in. Quarter to 9 one day, you weren't here.
Yeah.
But
Updated list.
yeah, but I usually don't get on this side of town. That's we're going to VA, and I went to VA this morning. So.
I finally started my VA stuff. Finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they only gave me a 10% rating right now because for the still live on channel 2, boss. No, I'm live on channel. Yeah. They only gave it to me for the tendonitis in the ear. Yeah. So, but right now I'm fighting against it because now that we know about the sleep apnea, I know I had it in the Marine Corps because I was anytime like I would sit down and like I was that steady or like reading books or doing whatever I had to do that wasn't physical, I start falling asleep. And so if I'm not like even if I'm out there and I come sit down and I'm not that physical, I start wanting to fall asleep and stuff like that. So they finally they approved me for a CPAP machine, but the VA is denying it. But I know I got paperwork in there from when I went in there because I learned while I was in the Marine Corps if I was eating, you know, or snacking through the day, that I would stay awake. But if I stopped snacking, I'd start falling asleep, and I was getting in there. I didn't get in trouble, but I was gonna get in trouble. Like they were warning me, you know, well, you need to get enough sleep. And I would explain to them, like I do, like I'm you know, I get home, I do my workout or whatever, so that way I could go to sleep and stuff like that. And
Were you ever in combat?
no,
Were you at Camp Lejeune?
no. I volunteered. I volunteered, and then they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna send the guys that didn't volunteer because we want to show them." And then the next time, you know, you're thinking that same mindset, so you don't volunteer. Well, you didn't volunteer. Fucking make up your mind. Sorry, guys. That one still chaps me to this day. Like, they play these mind games, you know. And then finally, they're like, oh, "Okay, well, you can't go on this one because you don't have enough certifications." So I worked my butt off getting all these certifications, and then like, "Oh, you're overly qualified." What the hell do you mean by that? Well, there was a staff sergeant that didn't have all the qualifications I did, and I was a corporal in E4, and they're like, "Well, we can't chance you sending a staff sergeant to the chow hall or to the mess to go work when, you know." And I was like, "Okay, so you tell me all of these things, I do it all, and now you're gonna punish me because
Right.
I have them?"
Yeah.
I mean, he's a staff sergeant. He should have already had more than me. Like, what the hell is his problem? You know?
I worked civil service, and I went in, but they had me rated as GS5. Well, then they have a slot open. they had a slot with GS6, so I'll go back to Washington and they upgraded me to GS6. Because I mean, I had the qualifications for it.
Yeah.
And so I go back to them, and they didn't have, somebody didn't fill that slot, but they had to open for a GS5. I said, well, I'll take a GS5. And they go, you're overqualified. I said, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
You know?
They want me to
Well,
do
you
it.
can't get overqualified. And if you want, you have to go through Dallas and go for them in Dallas. I said, oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Jesus.
So, anyways, I never went for civil service. But I know I wish I had it because I retired from it. You know, but anyways.
Yeah. Well,
And it was medical, so I've been working, probably got me a good medical education out of it.
there you go.
But anyway.
Yeah, well, I got 4 reels I gotta spool up, and then I gotta hurry up and get outside.
Okay, leave you alone.
Yeah.
You take care.
You too, boss.
Good talking to you, man.
Yes, sir. Wow. Wow, that's... Damn, I feel bad because I know his son, or knew his son. We used to talk fishing and stuff like that via Facebook and all of that. Also, too, when he would come down and come fishing with his dad and stuff like that. So, man, what a tragedy. That sucks. So, let me see. Hold on real quick. All right, guys, I'm going to backtrack a little bit through some of the comments. Man, y'all were going. You were getting it done. Meadow, what's up, boss? Yeah, Roger, I'm telling you, Roger put in some work. That's for sure. Toby did as well. I mean, there was a lot of people that put in a lot of work, guys. It really did show. Byron Thorne was another one. Morning, Aaron. How you doing, boss? Let's see. Yeah, Brandon, how you doing, boss? Let's see. Drew, good morning, Drew. How you doing? CJ. Yeah. John, how you doing? How you doing, Ray? Martin off the hook. How you doing? Jaime. Yep. All right, guys. So I am here, and actually, the shirt I have on was part of when I was in my other shop before I moved up here. We had a company produce these shirts for us and stuff like that, and we had all kinds of colors at that time. We had bikinis and tops and bottom 2 pieces and stuff, which was awesome. We were gonna have some models that come out here and model our bikini line as well, and everything was starting getting set up, and then something happened with them. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they weren't able to produce the clothing line anymore, and then we never found anybody else that was willing to do all the different things that we were asking for at a reasonable price, so we stopped doing that. But we have not given up on all that ideas, guys, because I also wanted to get, you know, kids clothing line, like, you know, onesies and, you know, stuff for infants and stuff like that, because there's a lot of them that are small like that still watch my channel too. I mean, obviously they're not infants, but their parents are very proud of us and our channel and stuff like that. So we definitely wanted to get that kind of gear, because that's just more stuff for us to sell, and families can go out wearing the same kind of clothing. So, all right, guys. So right here, I am pulling up some 60-pound hollow core onto this LX Raptor to get it out, and You can get a mankini. We were looking at doing that as well. So get those banana hammocks going or whatever. Be perfect for running bait. Let's see. Yeah, no, that we were talking about doing that. We were talking about doing a hard life bikini calendar and stuff like that. But like I said, once we were getting everything in motion, just everything fell off. And if I wasn't mistaken, it was like right on the onset of, what was it? Man, I can't remember exactly what it was that caused. I mean, everything just came to a standstill, and it wasn't the coronavirus. It was before the coronavirus. But yeah, I don't remember. It was a while ago, guys. Like I said, I'm still. I'm reaching for it. I definitely want our clothing line to be like that. All kinds of clothing, sweaters, tops, bottoms, caps. We're actually even talking to a company about getting our own sunglass line, and it was a top-end company, so it wasn't like cheap stuff. It was like high-end polycarbonates, polarized sunglasses and stuff like that. And obviously the glasses, they would produce it, but it would have our logo on there, made by them and stuff like that. So we had a lot of that in motion, and man, so many things just fell through, and that was because of the coronavirus and stuff like that too. So. No, I don't know if it was Mad Cow or if it was the chicken one. I know I used to be on the swim team, and then everybody was wearing the Speedos and stuff like that, but I like to wear shorts just because I stayed warmer longer when I got out of the water. Even though the water was freezing, I'll do it that way, yeah. Y'all are something else, guys. Y'all are something else. Sometimes at this angle, when I'm looking down at the line counter, certain numbers look like other numbers, so I stop just to make sure. Because the 4 will sometimes look like it's the 9, and so that's when I stop and I check things. On Avet 50 wide. Okay, so on an Avet 50 wide, we did that one straight 100-pound a while ago, and maxed out, overfilled the way I like it done. We've gotten 2,000 yards. What am I doing here? Okay, checking. He wants 100-pound chartreuse on top. Give me a second. That's 30. Where's that? So for the top shot, we're going to be doing tight line. I know you can't see it. There you go. And the 100-pound, where's it at? What does it say it at? Right there. There you go. The reason being is I'm out of chartreuse in the Cortland. Make sure. Yeah, I'm out right now. So I need to re-up. Need to get their line back in-house for sure. So companies are, like I said, between Tightline and Cortland, we have probably the two best companies for hollow core braid on the market, you know, that stand by their product all the way through. We're still waiting on word from Tackle Direct, because that's where the customer got the hollow core braid from. All right, so right now they're waiting on I guess they contacted the manufacturer of the braid, which is Jerry Brown, to find out what they're going to do with this line. Obviously, like I said, I didn't feel comfortable to continue spooling on that braid knowing there was something wrong with it. However, like I said, I don't know who's taken over there with the hollow core braid and how they're doing their customer service. So this is gonna be something, you know. I know the customer is not happy right now because obviously they're prepping it for a Sharkathon. Come on, there it goes. And you know, that's a lot of money, you know, $20,000 for first place or whatever it is. You know, I'd hate for them to hook up, you know, and because of the line, you know, fail. And that's right there at the top end. That's where all the pressure is going to be. And yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to be honest, you know. I don't care if it's my reel, whoever's reel it is. If I'm pulling it up and I see something wrong with it, I'm going to let you know. And, you know, and for me, and like I said, with Tightline, with Cortland, we would have already had a new spool overnighted to us. These guys do not, you know, mess around with their customers' deal, and if they know it's something like that I point out, they're on it. They're on top of it. So, you know, if you're ever in the market, guys, like I said, Cortland and Tightline braid, guys, we have seen nothing but 200% customer backing. You know, we show them something like that, they know that I have been through the ringer on braids and stuff like that, and you know, if I notice them, they're going to pay attention. They're going to get it fixed right. So, all right, Roger, you have a good night, boss. I know you were at work all night while we were all sleeping in. Yep. So, have a T-Rex egg one. Let's pull it down. Pink 81, purple. Alright, well, let us know. We can definitely get some reels in. Yeah, the pink is one of them that was discontinued. Now, tell you what though, if you do get the purple one, you can expect it to kind of look pinkish after a while being sunburned. Because even though these reels are anodized, you know, they will still lose color. And I'll show you with, okay, let me show y'all real quick, just so you all see what I'm talking about. Okay, this was the first purple 80 to hit the Texas coast. And like I said, you can see where, I guess, not a lot of sun gets to, where it's a darker purple. Not a single part of this reel has been changed. I haven't even sent it in to be clean since I got it back in 2012 or 2011, something like that. So that's already going on almost 10 years of it being like that. I mean, you can see the handle is wore out, and actually I'm about to send it to get replaced because it's finally getting to where it's tacky, and or maybe I'll get send it over to Jacked Up Leatherworks and have him do me another handle right there, guys. So So now that I got my knot, now make sure it's tight on both sides. And oh, nope. See that little bit right there, guys? See how it bunched up right there on this side? That means it's not tight on the orange side, so I need to, all I'm doing is putting pressure and pulling it out that way. And then to check, I'll go the opposite way to see if it bunches up. See, it didn't bunch up there. So now I'm good on that side. Now I'm going to test the green side. Oh, a little bit of bunch up, a little bit, but all you got to do is just walk it out a few times. And you are golden. So, all right, let's see. Nope, I need this there. All right, so, well, I know I checked the other days for some 5Xs. The only thing I had in stock was the 5X in our hoodies, not in the quick dries, but they are in the works because I know quite a few guys that would like the 5Xs, and so we're going to do everything we can to get some 5Xs in-house. So stay tuned, guys. That is coming. I know we don't have it right now, and I sincerely do apologize. But, you know, with everything coming in from after the coronavirus, it has been crazy. Green on green looks nice. Nice. Look at that. I've got coloring from the orange, but hardly nothing from the green. It just looks a little darker, but it ain't too bad. The hoodies go for 50 up to XL, and then 2X and 3X are 55, and 3X to 5X are 60. And then I got some things in motion, guys. I'm saying that now because I used to let it out of the bag of what I was planning and stuff, and then it really would suck when things would fall through, especially since post-COVID. Ordering, you know, certain things don't come in time, and or it's not exactly what I expected. So now I just say, cover my 6 and just let y'all know I got some things in motion, and when they do come through, then I will obviously post a video because I want y'all to know as quickly as possible, that's for sure. So the regular shirts our quick dries that we currently have in stock are going for $40. They will also be SPF for 50 to 60, I believe, were some of them. But I tell you what, I wear them all day long. I never catch a sunburn. Alright, so that is reel number 1. Reel number 2. And there we go. Yeah, the rest are MXLs that I got to get spooled up, so I may have to move the framework a little bit. Look like an ant about to go for a ride. That sugar ant's about to figure out that he was on the wrong reel today. Excuse me. Awesome. Right. They just let me know some fresh coffee was brewed up. Let me go get that. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Man, and then they brought donuts into work. Oh no, I haven't got my coffee. Oh man, today's a great day. Mm. 100-pound in tight line, I have well, looks like I'm out of stock in the 100-pound for that. So I'm gonna have to place an order. So looks like we'll be getting some of that in here in the next few days. Well, we got plenty of 130. I've got probably 20,000 yards of 130 in the chartreuse. I've got it in both tightline and Cortland. So I'll be able to show you side by side on that. And definitely go from there. So, oh, wait. 100, new reel. He wants blue. Sorry, I almost messed up. I got thrown off by going to get my coffee. But I'm gonna still need that because actually he wants 80 on there for the top shot. You can, yeah, sure thing. Okay, so I need you to let me know how high you want it spooled up on your reel. Like I said, I maxed out an Avet 50. Now that was with Jerry Brown that I did it years ago. And that one was a seriously unedited video because I did not know how to edit videos at that time. But people were trying to say that it could not be done. And of course, you know, I said, hold my beer. And I started spooling an Avet 50 with 100-pound. And we got 2,000 yards of 100-pound maxed out, obviously overly filled. If you don't want that, then we would obviously go work our way back from that position on there. And we can definitely get it done. Now, hold on a second, guys. I got to look for the 60-pound in the pipeline. We don't have 60 in the pipeline. We got 65 in chartreuse. So Drew, I know you're on here, boss. I don't have 60 in blue. But I do have it kind of backwards here. I got you wanted 60 in blue and 80-pound in chartreuse. Well, I've got 65 in chartreuse and 80 in blue. If that's okay with you, then I can get that set up. If not, then I'm gonna have to order the braid. I got so much braid coming in, it's crazy. Hold on real quick. I need to hurry up and get this deal set up where I can see the spool labels of what it actually is underneath another spool, the way I have it over here on the side. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the 60-pound, or actually, oh yeah, we don't have it in the Cortland for the 60. So. Yep, we are good. Okay, let me get this on here real quick. Bluegrass. What up, guys? How y'all doing? Also, too, on the 130, for an 80, like I said, we've been getting underneath the spool about 2,000 yards, right at the spool's edge, 2,400 yards, and then overly done, we got it at 2,650 yards. So I just need to know where you would like your line capacity to be set at on those reels. Also, too, how do you plan on fishing them? That's going to be a big thing too. So that way, if any advice I can help you out with, I definitely will. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 or 6 reels that are getting shipped out today here in the next hour or so. So we're gonna have a lot of tracking numbers going out. A few others, they will be coming in to pick them up. They paid for the reel, but they want us to spool them, so they're gonna pay for the line once they come in and decide what they want to go and go with. And we will go from there. So, oh yeah, this is gonna be such a great addition for you, Drew. And I'm just gonna have to warn you, boss. You know, normal fish that you have taken, you know, fight times 30 to 40 minutes or whatever, it's gonna be unfair to these fish, man. Don't feel bad though. It just means you catch more per hour. What's up, John? How you doing, boss? Yeah, yesterday I helped pour out 400 pounds of 12-ounce banks. We did 100 pounds of 8-ounce egg weights, actually a bit more than 100 pounds, because now Deep Sea Head or Port A Outfitters called us up and let us know that they wanted 150 pounds. So the 300 pounds of 12-ounce banks and 100 pounds of 8-ounce egg weights is going to Deep Sea headquarters, and Port A Outfitters is going with. It's a huge order. I mean, that whole paperwork y'all probably saw earlier that Jeff was holding. That was their order. They're also ordering several hundred liters, you know. And then, like I said, I had when I built the other day, I went ahead and got it, you know, stocked up. But now with the new workers, I've been showing them step by step of how to build the leaders, and they are doing it one step at a time and doing it big numbers, you know what I mean, several hundred, you know. I think, shoot, I want to say there's over 2,000 pieces of mono, and they're putting swivels on one end or 3-way swivels or whatever it may need to get that leader going. So we are really looking forward to here probably in the next few days showing you how much gear is going to go up on the walls. So I'm in the back, since now I don't have to be up front, you know, crimping leaders. They're actually knocking that out, and I'm able to help them out in the back, so, which is good for me because I know then I can get more exercise in while I'm back there lifting weight, moving weight, breaking weight, cleaning weight, and everything else. So. Oh, what was that? I can feel it. I can feel it on over here. All right. There we go. Right there. Y'all see that? Alright, so Okay, so that is a piece of one of the carrier lines. It looks like it got stretched. See how it's real thin on one end and longer than the other? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, that's been the other thing with Tightline, is like any mess up like that, he wants to see it so that way he can investigate it as much as he can and really understand what's going on so he can ensure to fix his machines and definitely go from there. So, oh yeah. I ship with USPS. The reason being is because we go with a lot of flat rate boxes and priority. Also too, because with that we can ship out of state a lot cheaper than we would if we went through FedEx or UPS or USPS. And also too, I know a lot of the vets that are in the area work at USPS, so that's where I tend to throw, you know, my support through and stuff like that. I'm not saying the other places don't have them. I know for a fact several vets that work at the local one I go to, and you know, just showing them some love, you know. All right. That can be. Well, Jeffrey, then we definitely need to talk. Most definitely, because what I'd like to do is find a way to, because what I tried to do was get it set up where we can set up our own shipping labels here at the shop, because anytime we do that, we notice it's a lot cheaper. However, it was getting real confusing, and even one of their sales reps came inside trying to help us here, and she even couldn't figure it out. And then it was kind of we all gave up, and so now I just keep walking into the USPS and get it set up. So definitely. Yeah, buddy. Fall migration for what? What are you going to be targeting, boss? I'm just now saying that. I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing over here, but also too looking at getting the comments. Y'all guys, y'all are rocking and rolling over here for sure. Striped bass, and I'm assuming that's bluefish. Yep, I was right. How big do they get where you're at, Drew? 'Cause I've caught some bluefish in North Carolina that were like in the 20-pound range. I mean, these things were massive. Now, I do have to admit, I didn't like it very much. Maybe I overcooked it, but they just seemed too tough. Like the meat was definitely tough on those. "51 inches? Holy smokes. Yeah, I bet you those are some mean old fish, because I ran into the littler ones, and those things, man, they're not like any of the fish I've ever messed with. Like, those intentionally try to bite you. Like, they are ferocious fish. Bet, man. All right, let's see. yeah, the fire raffle will be later this afternoon, guys. That right now I cannot do it because, like I said, we're just starting the morning out, getting things together for the day. And let's see. So once I get all the wires bent that I need to get bent, all these get boxed up and shipped out. Then I'll be golden to go give them a helping hand in the back. And yes, sir. Yes, fire raffle later today, guys. Stay tuned. Now, also too, you can start sending in your Cash App payments right now if you want to get in the fire drawing. But please make sure to put in there that you are doing the fire drawing, and we started up the weekly drawing too. So we got both of those going. Obviously, they started yesterday, and like I said, I wasn't able to let y'all know about the start of that one, but it has started. And the fire drawing is also started as well. So y'all can send it through Cash App, and like I said, when I sit down to go live again, I will let y'all know what tickets are whose, and we will go from there. So let's see. The weekly drawing, actually, I would have to double check, boss. We just restarted it because the last one we cleared $740 on Saturday, and that one was awesome, guys. I knew it was gonna get 500. I knew it was, but I didn't know it was gonna go that far that fast. And yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, let's see how much on this fire drawing we can get going. This is awesome. All right, guys. So those of y'all that are new to the channel, what we do is we hold these drawings. We sell them for $20 a ticket. You can buy as many as you want. The fire drawing, though, is real specific. Okay, so like throughout the day that you can purchase tickets to get into it. For today, they go on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on those drawings, I go live. When I go live on the video, I'll start at the beginning of the video and say, hey, I'm going to let this one go for an hour and a half. So however many sales of those tickets during that hour and a half and or prior to that is how much the pot will go for. I try to keep track as best I can as I'm going along, but I also too, sometimes we get sidetracked with inbound customers and stuff like that. So I thought we were at like $600, and it came out we were actually at $740. That's one of the things I do too, is I show all the tickets before the drawing is held, so everybody can confirm their numbers that I've already showed. But it also gives us the ability to show the exact amount, so everybody knows how much they are winning when the drawing is held. You do not have to be live or present during the video, but you do have to pay to play. So just a heads up on that one. Same thing for the weekly drawing. That one starts on Monday, ends on Saturday, if we hit the minimum, which is $500. If we don't hit $500 by that Saturday's live event as well, then it'll carry on to the next week. That actually happened with our first one. We started it, and I think we only had like $60 by that Saturday. Well, the next week it blew up to $1,140 or $1,200 and something. It was up there. So definitely, like I said, it will go for sure. So there we go. That looks awesome right there. So Drew, your baby, she is dressed ready to go dance. So to pay via Cash App, it's to $Team Hard Life. Or you call the shop at 361-334-2171. Or you come by the shop at 1902 SPID. We're right up front. If you heading north on SPID, exit Greenwood, we're right there on the feeder road. If you hit Greenwood going north, you've gone too far. And also too, for these drawings, you can use the funds for whatever you want that we sell in-house. Custom rods, custom or the reels. Well, actually, you can still get them custom. They're still offering the availability to get the mix and match colors and stuff like that. But they are not doing any colors they have discontinued. So you cannot order a raptor color or something like that. It has to be something that they're already doing. Kind of like those Superman reels that we got in a few weeks ago. That's an example you can do and stuff like that. Obviously, winners do pay shipping on whatever prizes they do win, which if it's coming out of there and it's already covered, then you're good to go. If it's more than the amount you won, then you just pay the difference. So just a little heads up. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Drew, congratulations. He won. It was either a fire drawing or the weekly drawing, and this is what he wanted to go with right there. So this looks beautiful. Congratulations again right there. All right, that's that reel. We got all right, Toby, this one is your blue MXL Raptor. Since you are here, the paperwork says blue line on it, which you want the Cortland or the tight line on there. If we do Cortland, it is the 100-pound test, which is that color. Or you can do, I don't even think we have 100-pound in tight line though. Double checking real quick. Yeah, no, I don't, because obviously I would have offered it earlier. So, yep. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, very, very nice. So, and this one is also too one of our winners right there. This one Toby won in one of the drawings. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but he's won he's won a few. Beautiful. Yeah, and as Toby stated, the tickets are $20. We used to do different amounts and it just got too confusing, so now we just leave it all one price. But you just got to let us know if you send it via Cash App. If it's the fire or the weekly, you can enter both. You can buy as many tickets as you want. Like I said, all it's going to do is just raise the pot even higher and increase your chances. And go and get this spliced up and stuff like that. Yeah, these colors, they really do pop on here. I love it. Also too, remember guys, Avet's just went on sale, 10% off. And if you make a purchase of an Avet through us, you will get 10% off whatever else you decide to purchase at that time. So if you get a rod with it, reel with it, line, you know, the leaders, tackle, whatever you want during that time, we will offer 10% on it. So just a heads up on there. With it, this one's your son's reel? Something like that. Something moved down. Okay. actually, I think one of the red reels I got earlier is for one of our winners. I'm gonna have to double check. Like I said, I got the reels in, but I hadn't had a chance to check the paperwork. There we go. Very nice. Yes. Definitely a lot of braid going out today, which is good. Reels going out. Happy customers on the other end. I am stoked. Also, too, one of the shops, I guess they were trying to test us on our ability to. When they placed an order, they said they needed it by Wednesday, you know, that if it can happen and stuff like that. All right, even our propane guys already showed up. That's one of the things we use a lot of here is propane to melt our lead and stuff like that. See. We use South Texas propane because we tried the other propane companies here and they were just unwilling to work with us and stuff like that. And you know, South Texas propane, they do the best they can to keep up with us and stuff like that. And sometimes they're ahead of the ball, but they're always here for us. Oh, let me back off a little bit so you can get the screenshot. There it goes. All right. So do you want it like this? You want it like this? You want it like this? We'll call this some real porn. Oh, there you go. So Toby, there's your son's reel. Pulled up, ready for the dance. And Alright, then we got Mr. Garland Branch. I don't know if he's on the channel right now, but he did by himself also too, an MXL Raptor, and same thing, he wants blue braid, but he wants it an 80-pound test. So that one we have to switch off to the tight line, because he also wants a bit of mono top shot because he's offshore fishing with it. Wait. There we go. Tight line. Man, I'm gonna have to put these two reels side by side just to show you what they look like. Let's see. First time we catch up, they did it correctly. All right, Craig. We will check that. You did include your cell phone number, right? That's how we can confirm who you are on the Cash App. If you send it through here on the live feed, please wait till I'm actually on the live feed for the drawing, guys, because then I would have to go back and figure out where who made it right now, and I'm not set up for selling tickets right now through the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, that was another thing too, guys, for y'all that are new to the channel but just getting into buying tickets. You can pay here through the YouTube channel, and please include Fire Weekly when I am doing the fire drawing. Right now I'm not set up for it, so please, like I say, you can call the shop and or send via Cash App. Definitely loving this, because now I'm going through when going through these spooling videos, and like I said, going through Tightline and Cortland, I'm always inspecting. It will never stop inspections. Anytime any product comes in, especially online when we're doing it, that's just what we do, is we inspect the line going on, because we want to ensure our customers are going to be completely lined up correctly when they get their reel back from us from being spooled up. Okay, go ahead and get y'all zoomed in. Oh, that looks so beautiful. Yeah. What side brands, plastic needles are the ones I'm using for? Actually, with using Tightline and Cortland, I've used 100 and 130 pound splicing needles and still been able to do the 60 pound in both those brands. So you can definitely still use them because they open up enough to allow you to do that. That's one of the main reasons why I love those companies, is because I've had very little, if ever, any places where I could not insert a needle because the braid was too tight. Like I said, even with these two companies, they have, hundreds of machines or whatever to worry about and stuff, and sometimes something does get through, but they are willing to back up going through it all and stuff like that. Give me a second, guys. I got to take care of my propane guy.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
them back. Let's see. It says yes, we sell the needles, but our box has been lost in shipping, so what we're probably gonna end up doing is ordering a secondary box, and while they file their insurance claim, just so we can get the needles in-house. So check back with us next week, and we should have plenty of them by then. How you doing, bud? Why does that look like it's moving so much? Got too much pressure on it? All it is. Alright, so what he wants to do is he wants 10 yards of 60-pound mono top shot on here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here to make sure I have enough room to get that monofilament on there. And let's see, 60-pound mono. Do I have it over here? Do I have it in the back? 40. Might be in the back. Alright guys, give me a second. I gotta run to the back to get the 60-pound mono. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Got that. That's that. Okay. And that is nope. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, got the 60-pound right here. And, ooh, I need my spacer. What I was going to do is I was going to hook him up with some of the fluorocarbon if I had it in the 60. Portland Braid has sent us some fluorocarbon and some monofilament for us to do some testing, and since I haven't been able to get out there, I was gonna hook him up and let us know to see how he likes it. Hey, it works. Our Lives Bait and Tackle. Our Lives Bait and Tackle. Okay. Let's see. It was spam, so I wanted to see if they were gonna try and sell us some car insurance for a vehicle that it ain't had in a decade. Alright, found my spacer. Oh, still got y'all zoomed in. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out because I'm gonna be doing a hollow core splice with the 60-pound on this one. See, I don't understand why YouTube is like that. I mean, they allow us to comment, they allow us to share every information that we want to, but we can't share a picture. Like, I don't understand that. That would be so freaking awesome if we could, to tell you the truth. It really would. So, this one, the right needle for this one. Yeah. Oh, and also too, guys, that comment earlier that I said about using the thicker needles for the thinner braids, like I said, is because they open up really well for me. What I mean by that is this, that when they open up, they actually open up pretty wide. Okay. So that's a big thing for me, because when I first started splicing braids and stuff like that, I bought the proper needles for the proper size, thinking that it was a must. Well, it comes out it really was not needed, because the needles ended up, for me, I was breaking those little needles really fast. So that's why I stopped ordering them, and that's why I used the thicker needles, because they last longer, especially for how many splices I'm doing per day, per week. I get more usage out of each one. And for y'all guys, if y'all are thinking about buying needles, that's why we also recommend going with the heavier lines in that sense, for that reason. Or heavier needles, not heavier lines, sorry. Come on, get in there. Hopefully that was an, I don't want to say hopefully it was an ambulance, maybe it's heard the whoop whoop. It was like that song, it was the sound of the police. Chubby, how you doing, boss? And just reading your title made me hungry. Where you out of, boss? This is annoying that I don't have the right needle for it, because if I did, I've been able to splice this on really fast. But since I had to open up the braid and just stick the mono in by itself, it's being a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I'll get it on there. Just taking a little more time than I wanted to. That is not, I don't like that. Hold on real quick, guys. I'm gonna cut that. Just because once it went on, I guess I caught one of the strands and it boned. It was kind of like that Jerry Brown line. Since I caught one of the strands, it was pulling it and it was making it uneven. And what I might end up doing is just, you know what, actually thinking about it now, I think what I'm going to go and do is just tie a knot to it, because that's the thing too with the monofilament, it's got stretch. And I should have caught myself earlier on this. I don't know why I didn't. I just, maybe because I wanted to do a hollow core splice. With mono in braid, mono will still stretch. And the thinner the mono, the easier it is going to stretch on you. So you don't want to be doing a whole lot of hollow core splicing with thin monos, 60 pound, 80 pound, 50 pound, whatever it is. Anything less than 100 I wouldn't do. And like I said, I should have already caught that, and I don't know why I didn't catch myself on that. But what you can do to help, and this is what I will do, and I'll show you real quick, is I'm going to do basically it's a bimini to a worm knot. But since I'm not having to tie the bimini because I got hollow core, I'm going to do a hollow core splice to a worm knot. And this will ensure that I've got doubled up braid here, and it creates a tight loop for the worm knot to take effect. And I'll show y'all here in just a second what that'll look like. What's up, Brandon? We got Pedro in the house. How y'all doing? Welcome. We are doing the fire drawing later on this afternoon. We're not doing it right now, but people are already sending in their funds for both the weekly and the fire drawing. Fire drawing will be held later on today when I go live, and we'll see how much it is by then. And the weekly drawing, we'll be accepting funds for that all week. So see if we can break our how much we got this past week, and it was what, $740 is what we end up giving away for Saturday's weekly drawing, which is very nice for a $20 buy-in. Yep. Okay. All right. So. Guys, I'm going to show you all a bit of what's going on over here on this side. I've got my hollow core splice here, so it creates that loop that I would have done with the bimini. But with the bimini, the loop ends up being bigger. Well, since I don't need it that big to tie this knot, I'm going to do is send it in. And I normally point my finger in the direction that I've started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. On the 13th one, I'm actually going to go cross. So now I'm going to cross it back this way to lock it in over here. All right. Now I'm also going to wet the line, so that way there's no friction buildup. I'm going to be pulling on my main line here, and you're going to see it cinch down. Oh, I don't have enough drag. There we go. Can y'all still see it? Nope. There it goes, right there. Yeah, there it goes. Very nice. That's not good. I guess it caught one side a little bit more and left it a little loose, which is fine because this is what I can do now. There should be a little bit of extra slack in here to level it off. Well, it still left a little slack, but it's all right because it's on the side that's on the inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to correct it. Watch this. So you want both those ends flush. You don't want one to have more slack than the other side, because then you're only rolling with 100-pound test or whatever the main line is. So I'm going to back it out. I'm going to reinsert the needle and tighten that line back right back up. Get in there. All right, got it. See, there's that loop. I'm going to go in and suck it up so that way that loop ain't there. It is gone now. Now I'm going to flatten out both lines, taking up any slack. And there you go. See, now one ain't looser than the other on either way. So that's what you want. You want both these lines to be completely, come on, focus. There you go. I want both lines to be nice and tight, so that way when it pulls, it's pulling on both of them equally. There we go. And got that off. I gave us a lighter the other day. Beautiful. So that's what they call a worm knot, because it looks like a little bitty worm right there. And I love it because you can see the braid inside of it. And yeah, beautiful. Nice and clean. All right, so now we can go and finish this one up. Guys, so there he is. He's ready for this one. That is beautiful. Oh man, I didn't record it. Well, that's the way it looked when it came out. So beautiful. The line is clear, but the blue line underneath it makes it look like it is blue too. So there you go. And we got one more reel to do right now. The customer wants mono. He already has mono on here, but he wants to go and change up the color of mono. So we're going to strip this off. And where's that spool at? So what I started doing, guys, was also to instead of throwing big old globs of braid or braid and mono into the trash, just putting them onto a big old spool, so it takes a lot less space, and I can kind of put some of these spools to use too. Alright, Brandon, you be safe at work, boss. We will, like I said, we will go live later on this afternoon. It'll probably be about 5 or so. And that's probably about the best time that everybody will either be out of work or able to watch the video. I guess the clicker was semi-engaged. Look, you hear it? Don't hear it. I might need to work on it. I may call him and let him know it's doing that. The only reason being is because I am going to be spooling it, and if it needs to be worked on, maybe, well, no, you should be able to pull it off that side because he's got screws on that side. But just to ensure there's no transference of any grease to his line, I'll let him know first. That way they can get it done with an empty spool. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because as I was down spooling, if I turned it like this, you didn't hear the clicker. But if I went like this, I guess it's loose in there and you could hear the clicker. So that's bad for casting because you're gonna wear out your clicker faster, and looks like it's about to start raining. So yeah, let me go and get with the customer on this one because I don't want him to be set up for failure on that one. And or like I said, I don't know how the guys clean the reels or fix the parts, if they have any kind of grease on their hands, and I don't want it transferring over to his brand new line. So yep. So all right guys, I'll give you a little rundown of what we have done today. If y'all just clocking in, we did an unboxing video of those two reels right there. Beautiful 50 and an 80 T-Rex right there. And then we did those 4 spooling reels right there. Talk about some beautiful things right there. So all right guys, y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all later this afternoon. Y'all be safe.